Come here. Do you want to write a book about your life, but no one's ever heard of you? Write one of these 3 types of books, and I promise you, people will be eating out of your hands. What's up, everyone? My name is Denise Renee. I'm a writer and an editor, and I am often working with people, helping them to write books that expands their personal and their business brand. 9 times out of 10, when people find out what it is that I do, they often express to me that they also want to write a book. And I ask them, what type of book do you want to write? And they tell me, I want to write a book about my life. And in my head, I take a deep sigh and woosah. Because in the conversation, I always hear that people just want to write a book and tell their story because it's going to be cathartic for them. But there are some people who genuinely understand that their story is not only transformative for them, but can also be transformative for others. They know that they have a powerful message to put out there in the world, but they're not exactly sure how to do it. And they're very well aware that they don't have an audience. Nobody knows who they are, but they're convinced that if people hear their story, it's going to make a difference. And I agree. The trick is to make sure that people hear your story. So in order to do that, you want to make sure that your story kind of falls into the type of story that people are already used to and that they already love. So if your life story fits into one of these 3 categories, you're going to be at a great starting place for having a successful book. And these are the 3 story types: rags to riches, dramatic roller coaster, and extraordinary success. Now let me break these down for you. The rags to riches story is a well-loved one. Think of Annie the musical and the plays and every other story of any entrepreneur or sports athlete who came from absolutely nothing and they made something of themselves. They overcame insurmountable odds to be a personal success. Now, if you know you have overcome really dramatic obstacles in order to get to where you are in life today, then you have a rags to riches story. And that is one of the personal types of stories that always resonates with people, even if they've never heard of you before. Now, the dramatic roller coaster story. Think of it. Our TV screens are filled with dramatic roller coaster reality stories. Are they not? So if you've come from a place where you've had extreme lows in your life and then extreme highs and extreme lows again and highs, people love to see that tension. We love going on an emotional roller coaster ride of a story, especially if we know that everything works out in the end. That now, despite those ups and downs, you are in a place of success and you're able to give back to others. We're going to read that book. And finally, the extraordinary success book. Now, this is the type of book for a person who maybe did not have that tragic origin story. Maybe they were not given up for adoption. Maybe you had a 2-parent household. You had a very normal upbringing. You were never on government assistance. Your parents always held down a job. But maybe, just maybe, you were able to accomplish something truly extraordinary. Think of Venus and Serena Williams. They had a 2-parent household, but their father had a very interesting vision for them to become tennis champions, despite the odds of where they live and how others classify their race. Through a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, these ladies rose to the absolute top of the game. So maybe there's a standout accomplishment that you've had in your life, but the background of your life has been pretty average, just like everybody else's. Then zero in on this extraordinary success, something that you've accomplished that other people only dream about. They want to know how you did it. They want that particular story. They want to be inspired. These are the types of stories that we see on our TV screens, our movie screens, our phone screens, day in and day out. There is no need to reinvent the wheel when there is plenty of success around to be modeled. Now, let's say that your story does not fit into one of these particular categories, but you still want to share what has happened in your life. Then you probably have some deep life lessons that others can learn from. Then make those lessons the focus of your book. Keep in mind that your book has got to be useful or entertaining to your reader in order for it to be successful. Now, I trust that this video has been very helpful for you. If so, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down and tell me in the comments why not. If you want to get more book writing content just like this one, then make sure you have tapped on that subscribe button and the notification bell so that I can see you in my next video.